this is Annie over at Stamp Anything. Today we decided that we would try something different and do a page layout for scrapbooking, showing how you can use stencil, dies, and other craft supplies to make beautiful layouts. So we are going to start with our bubble stencil. And you can use any stencil that you have in your stash in your collection. This is just, showing you different ways to use and get the most out of your money with your products that you might already have on hand. So we're using our hybrid ink in Freesia. And we are just laying down on a plain white 12 by 12 piece of paper. We're just adding some of our ink into the lower corner here, just to add some color and texture, and we will repeat the process now on the upper corner. Again, you can use any of the stencils you have in your stash, just to show you that stencils and dies that we typically use with our company for card making can also be used in many different ways, and you can actually make some beautiful scrapbook page layouts using these items. We're just going to clean off our stencil real quick, and then we'll repeat the process with our crimson ink. So we're just placing that stencil down again. Let's just switch to our hybrid ink in crimson. And we just chose the bubble stencil and these hybrid inks because we wanted ours to do have a Disney type feel. But again, these would work with anything you have already. Get the most out of the products you already own. Use them in new and fun ways. And lastly, repeat it in this lower corner. And as you can see, I'm not using the full stencil. I'm just using a portion of it because, again, it's just to add some texture and some interest to this bottom page. You could add as much or as little as you wanted. Okay, so let's just get this out of the way. Okay, and now we are going to use our designer paper of a paper pad. You can use, again, anything that you have. And we are just going to cut out some shapes. And we are cutting these out using our Shaker Basic Dies set number 1. And we used the base of the rectangle and the circle and cut out our paper. And then we also did other shapes using our Shaker Basics 2 die with the square and the tag base pieces to get those solid cuts. And again, if you use a really nice paper pad, it's all going to coordinate. And you just cut your shapes with your coordinating paper. And we're going to glue them down. Okay, hold on. And we're just getting our glue. Here we go. Just add some glue to these cutouts that we have, and we're just going to randomly place them on our page, adding some visual interest. And again, use the dies that you have. You probably have some in some wonderful shapes that if you cut them out of different types of papers, you can make them look a different way and use them as elements on your page. So we're just overlapping and gluing. And then we want to add some interest, so we also have some ribbon. Most of the supplies here is from our Grab and Go Magical Celebrations box, just so it all coordinated, but you can, again, use what you have. We just took a little bit of ribbon, cut it down to about 2 inches, folded it in half, and we're just going to attach that to our tag shape. That way we're getting some real dimension and texture to this page with just not, gluing down our papers. But place that. Now you got a cute little ribbon tag. And then we also have, we cut out some frames in coordinating cardstock. And this was using the frame from our Woodland die. And these work out really great because they are an A2 size frame, which are perfect for your photos as well, as a enhancement. So just cut those out, and we're going to use those as cute little elements as well. Just glue that on an angle here, again, just for a visual element. And just layering it up as we go with all of our papers, adding a lot of interest. And now just getting ready to glue down that second outline frame. And if you happen to have an A2 card mat that's a solid, that works fine too. You can always layer them with a mat on top of it if you wanted to, or just cut it out as a solid. And then we just made a basic photo mat with black and white cardstock for our photo. Just place that right in the center. And then we have our greetings die. And our dies have a nice thick font, so you didn't get those real little lines in there that could easily tear. These are nice and sturdy word dies. We carry them in many different sayings. Just using the word greetings on this one. Gonna glue that down. Just add that as our title on our page here. So cute, right? And then we are going to go and grab some of our die cuts from, just from our chevron die. And we're just using one of the elements from that. And again, we're just cutting it out in the coordinating cardstock from our Grab and Go box. But again, use anything you have on hand. It's also a great way to use up some of your scrap papers. Just love how it all coordinates with the colors. It just gives a nice little visual interest over in that top corner. And we're just continuing to fill in our spaces here So now we're going to go and grab our next element that we're going to add, which is a sentiment that we have from one of our stamp sets, Happiest Place on Earth. And we're going to cut that and use our banner die. So for those of you that are also stampers, a lot of your sentiments are going to work really, really well on your layout pages as well. And we're just going to add that up here. So you're just using what you have. And now we're using our builder dies of the balloons. Super cute, again in the coordinating cardstock. And this grab and go box really had a lot of fun coordinating things with it. So we're just going to pop dot, which I already was pre-made before we started the video here. Pop dot those up here. We added the little strings to make them look like the balloons on the strings. Super cute. Nice for Disney. I'm sure we all have lots of Disney photos in our stash that we could make an album just on Disney alone. And then one of our stamps that came from the grab and go box. We were going to have that. We already pre-colored it. If you want to learn how to color it, we do have our Facebook group, our fan page that teaches color alongs, but since this is a layout demo that we're doing, we didn't want to do a coloring video as we did that last time for you guys. This is just another way, again, of showing products from our brand on how you can use them. And then we're going to take your photo. And then we have these really awesome edger dies. So you can journal on them for your photos. And you can have them cut to any length that you need as you can trim it. So this we're just going to use as our little journal tag of the date the picture was taken. And then just glue our photo on top of that. Sorry about the glare of the photo, glossy photo. And then again, our image, it's not a coloring tutorial, so we already had them pre-made colored, but we do have that little headband die that you can go ahead and add on to any of the image stamps in the group. And just put that cute little image right into the corner. It's just so cute how it all coordinates. And then you have some enamel dots that also come in the collection. And we'll just randomly place some of our embellishments onto our page. Again, it just coordinates really, really well. But I mean, if you have Valentine paper and heart dies and sentiments, I mean, you can do really great couple pages, Valentine pages. You can do your Halloween scrapbooking. You can do so much, and using your dies in new ways, and your sentiments and your stamps, actually. Get as much out of the products that you're paying for and use them in as many ways as possible. And these pages actually are, you know, we're going to just really quick use a white gel pen for some accents. But when you do your pages like this, you created so much more of it as well, since it's not just like a pre-made kit. You're actually cutting it and coordinating it and making it the way that you want it to be. We do have layout lives in our fan group of Stamp Anything Stampers as well, so you can come check out some of those. And so here is our finished layout. Came out adorable. I hope you agree. At this time, I'd like to also extend to you our Expo special, which will be 25% off your next website order. You just simply need to use the code EXPOHOME, EXPOHOME, by July 5th, which is roughly a week, or it is exactly a week, and you will get 25% off your order. Thank you guys again once for joining with us, and I'd also like to thank my design team member Candace, who actually videoed and put this layout together. Thank you, Candace. And one last time, I invite you all to join us over on our Facebook group, Stamp Anything Stampers, where you can join in our community, see our color along the live videos using Copic markers of cards and projects. And we also do a Technique Tuesday. So I hope that you guys will come over and join our community. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thanks for watching. Bye now.